What is up, guys? Pine Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails of Cold Steel 2. Last time we took down the final requests of the game. Well, I guess at least the final. I don't know if there's going to be more, but at least the final request before we storm Heimdallar. And then in between parts, I did any last preparations I wanted to do to everyone's ordnance and all of that stuff. So everyone is all geared up and ready to go. So now all that's left is to say one final, well, I guess have one final conversation with everyone on the ship, and then head over to Heimdallar and start the operation, where we'll be going to the Carol Imperial Villa to try and rescue the royal family, as well as Machias' dad and Elise. So I guess let's just say hi to everyone on the ship. The fighting in Western Arabonia is really starting to heat up now. I'm sure Toval, Viscount Arcade, and Prince Oliver can handle themselves just fine, but I doubt they'll be able to help us here. The only thing we can count on now is our own strength and experience. That's fine, because that's all we'll need. With all of Thor's students in one place, I know we can pull this off. That's what I want to hear. I'm going to be fighting together with you guys as part of Class 7 this time. I'll be sure to get in a few hits for everyone who couldn't make it, too. Looking forward to it. And like I said, we're going to talk to everybody. Obviously not the no-name students, but all the other ones we will. So this might end up being its own video all by itself. Linda and I promised that we'd come back from this safely. That's one promise I intend to keep, especially since everyone at the academy... That's one promise I intend to keep, especially since everyone at the academy's lives would be so boring without me. That's phrased weirdly. So let's go out there and show those jerks what twins can do. Oh, Klein. The quickest route to Carol Imperial Villa is a straight shot through Heimdallar. Once we get there, you guys need to hurry and find His Majesty. We'll distract the enemy outside the villa for you. I just wish your part wasn't the most dangerous one. There's no need to worry about us. After all we've been through, this is just another drop in the bucket. Haha, yeah, that sounds like the Reinschwarzer I know. Well, we'll have your back, so give this all you got. Honestly, I wouldn't even be opposed to having Klein, like, with us. Because during that operation with Klein and Hebel, like, Klein took down some, I mean, granted it was just Bugbear, but he took down some Jaegers all by himself, like, just knocking them down. So, if anything, Klein would be an asset to have with us. Angelica, I have to admit I'm jealous of all of you. Crow and I used to clash all the time at the beginning of our first year, rather violently at that. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I wonder why. I think it's because I could see through that goofy facade of his. But here we are now, and I don't even get to beat him down and bring him back. We'd like you to be there with us, but, well, just leave him to us. We'll bring him back to you with his tail between his legs. That's what I like to hear. Just make sure you give him a good smack before you do. One big enough for all three of us. Yeah, that's what he deserves. Uncle Makarov is a total disaster sometimes. Yesterday was a totally perfect chance for him, and he just wasted it. Well, if he's not gonna make sure the two of them get together, I sure as heck will. But I guess we got some work to do here first. Let's save those hostages. Mint. You can't force it to happen. Relax. The 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions are in possession and at the ready. This is going to be the Courageous' greatest challenge yet. So I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not scared. But honestly, I think we're going to be fine. Just having Vivi with us makes me feel like we can do anything. Sibling bonds. Bridget's given me the courage to take on all of Zemuria. I'm ready for anything. No matter what stands against us, we'll get through it as long as we're together. So come on, Rain, it's time for us to take our future into our own hands. Remember when Alan was a very kind of like timid, quiet guy, and then he did that training session with Rain to kind of help bring him out of his shell? That feels like forever ago now. Oh, just Academy students not gonna bother with you. Next floor. More Academy students. Guess Alphin's not in here. Where is Alphin? Wait, what? Alpha's not on the ship. Where is she? I know she would say she was... Oh, right, because the ship is going there, so I guess... But where did we leave her? Is she in Barrierhard? By the way, I totally never noticed there was a bed back here. I guess that makes sense at where she sleep, but I just never noticed it. Laura, Fee. I imagine the Alliance will deploy their most capable warriors and divisions near Heimdallar. Meaning Brigadier General Bardius and General Aurelia will likely be on the front lines. Though that's not really my concern. We'll just have to leave them to the armored divisions, I suppose. Why do you sound so wistful? Don't tell me you actually want to fight them. Just a little bit. Maybe it's the Arcade in me. I swear, the rational part of me does understand that I wouldn't stand a chance against them as I am. But why feel ashamed of that? The only way I'll one day reach their level is by focusing on the task before me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. We'll get there, one step at a time. Laura wants to fight a good battle. Zeno and Leo always taught me that your loyalties are always shifting on the battlefield. Today's foe is tomorrow's friend. Today's family is tomorrow's target. I mean, that's what we've heard, you know, so many times from different Jaeger Corps. It seems like they all have the same creed. And they were right. Never thought I'd have to fight them, but here we are. And you're sure you're set on doing this? Yep, that's how Jaegers have to be. This battle is no different than any of the others we fought, so let's go. Well, at least for today, you've got me by your side. Let's do this. Okay, so that's pretty much everyone. Well, I guess we should check the other rooms anyway. We're prepping for the Operation 2, I promise you that. We both intend to play our parts as best we can. This battle is important to all of us, regardless of birth. So let's fight with all we have, okay? Okay, people, we're on the way to the final battle, so let's see some hustle. Oh boy. And don't give me any of that doom and gloom either. There's no better team than Thor's, so we're guaranteed to... Is this a sporting event, or are we going to war? So show me some of that fiery spirit. I can't tell if she's getting ready for a pep rally or the fight. Oh, hey, Edel. I made a few adjustments to the combat shells myself. They're all so lovely, I just had to teach them lots of very powerful arts. Seeing them develop was so fulfilling, just like growing flowers. Uh-huh. And she's the only person who ever draw that parallel. I really appreciate it. Can't hurt to get some practice in before the operation gets underway. By all means, give them a shot if you can spare the time. Maybe, maybe not. If you need any arts training before you head out, then we're the guys to talk to. Training or not, I'm sure you'll be just fine. You've built up so much experience you could handle anything. We'll be going out to fight too, but saving His Majesty falls squarely on you, so good luck. Thanks, Ebel. Okay. Hello, Friedel. I'll be lending Loggins a hand in here from now on. We don't have much time until the operation starts, but I think you'll find the training to be more than worth your time. You know who Friedel kind of reminds me of? She reminds me of Lucy back at Genus Royal Academy. You know, the one that was always having to drag Lecter out of trouble. If you have any doubt in your skills, by all means, give it a try. I've gone and made the combat shell especially ruthless just for you. Thanks. That's not the sort of thing you should say with a smile on your face. Hey, Loggins. Right, gonna have to make sure my blade's in perfect condition while I can. Heh, it's been a long time coming, but those nobles are gonna get what they deserve. They won't even see us coming. It's time to make them pay for all the shit they pulled. Hey, careful now, Loggins. That scary expression you used to wear all the time as the first year has come back. We second years need to conduct ourselves calmly and gracefully while slaying our foes. The way you say it doesn't make it any better. You both seem pretty damn scary to me. Okay, so we've checked all these rooms, so next floor. Bridget. Alan and I had a long talk about what we should do if we make it through today's operation. We ended up making a promise regarding to a change in our relationship, so to speak. Oh? You did something similar, didn't you? There's no need to hide it. If we both have people we love, then we should give it this our all, for their sake. How does Bridget know? I knew Lecter was gonna be okay. He's always been lucky, maybe too lucky. I mean, we've seen him a lot since we first met him in Sky the Third. It's kind of a relief to know he's gonna be safe for sure, though. I bet. Now that we know he's alive, we really don't want to let him down on the task he gave us, too. Although it might lead us straight to Altina in the process. Haha, it doesn't matter who we run into. We just gotta get it done. Besides, Lammy and I will give anyone who gets in our way the beatdown of their life. Well, if I see anyone who needs a beatdown, you'll be the first one I call. Feels like I've been waiting forever for a chance to rescue my dad. Yeah, I mean, really, we got Machias back pretty early in the game. He's been wondering about his dad all this time. But now the fateful hour is finally here. I hope he's still alright. The same goes for your sister and his majesty, of course, but I'm sure he's fine. The Alliance may not be terribly fond of him, but he's still the former governor of Heimdallar. They might have imprisoned him, but I'd be shocked if they harmed him in any way, and we'll rescue him soon enough. Right, and there's no way we'll fail. Occupying the capital and imprisoning his majesty are the most disgraceful crimes the Alliance has committed yet. My father may not be able to set things right and restore nobility's honor, but I will do so in his place. So even this operation falls under noblesse oblige in your book, huh? I suppose that does make sense. Well, in that case, I technically have as much responsibility for this as you do. Let's do this. Heh, I'll be counting on your support. Yours too, Regnitz, noble or not. What do you take me for? You couldn't stop me from taking part if you tried. Well, at least they can count on each other now. Back deck is... It says rear deck, but then it says back deck. Kind of weird. Hello, Alisa. We're finally heading to where this whole mess began. The biggest question now is, what lies ahead once we've rescued Elise and His Majesty? Who's to say, really, especially now that the nation's lost the railway guns and Guerrilla Fortress. Those might have been the only things that allowed us to fend off Calvert. Well, it's a little late for us to start worrying about that now. We just have to focus on our rescue mission and making it through this war in one piece. We've come this far together, so we might as well go all the way. I'm in if you are. Very good. And then Gaius is in his usual spot. I'm going around taking photos of everyone in the ship while we got a quiet moment. You wouldn't think people look so happy with a big battle looming over their heads. It's kind of nice, honestly. I'm gonna make an album out of all these. So the subjects better come back safely and enjoy it. Subjects. Hey, Hugo. The fact that we'll actually be freeing His Majesty from the Alliance still hasn't quite registered with me. Even so, what a marketing opportunity. I can see the headline now. Kleist & Co. saves His Majesty from ignoble nobles. Jeez, he sees everything as a business opportunity. Not that that's the only reason to help him out, of course. I'm Heimdallar born and raised. I want him safe regardless. Yeah, but I guess the extra incentive doesn't hurt. I promised myself I'd definitely help restore the Grand Market to its former glory. That's why I'll make it through this operation with y'all. That being said, make sure you're ready before we bust in there. I've got everything you need stocked up. Well, let's see what you got. Okay, food stuff. Oh, huh. Yeah, it costs 10 though. And what are you selling? some expensive stuff. Hello, Colette. Wearing this armband really makes me feel... Oh, that's what they're all wearing. The armbands. I didn't even notice. Wearing this armband really makes me feel like I'm part of the team. Like we're all in this together, you know? Got me all motivated too. I'm ready to fight the good fight and show everybody what Thor's is made of. And that's just what I plan to do. Let's turn Erebonia back into a country where everyone can shop themselves silly. I mean, yeah, you got quite the collection of stuff to sell here yourself. You got some necklaces over here, too. What do you got here? Books? Guess it wouldn't hurt to see what you got. Okay. Casper, one of the first people we recruited. Sounds like things are really dangerous over in the West, but I'm just gonna have to believe my family's okay. I know I'll see them again as soon as this war's over, I'm sure of it. Until I do, all I can do is keep believing and keep doing my job here. Monk? Oh no, you're just an academy student. Oh, we got a lot of students out here. No name. Patrick. We'll talk to you in a minute. Huh, doing a little hawk talk, guys. I guess you could call it that. He came to wish us well today. I think it'd be so cool if Gaius and his hawk got to meet Chloe and hers. I'm really glad he did too. This time we really can't afford to lose. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you can say we're about to save the father of a nation in a sense. And that's to say nothing on Machias' father or your sister. There's a lot at stake here. You can say that again. Still, when we work together, there's nothing that can stop us. And knowing that we've got you with us puts us all at ease. Haha, well, now that you're singling me out, I'll have to be careful not to let you down. I'm no Brigadier General Bardius, and I'm not exactly on the level of the ancient warriors of North, but I'll damn well try. That's the interesting thing here. People treat, like, all of Class 7 treats even though Reen is technically, like, the main character and, like, by that nature, the strongest, it feels like everyone looks up to Gaius when it comes to, like, raw power, just because, obviously, he's got all of that, you know, he's got the physique of someone who spent his life up in Nord. So, you know, take away arts and crafts, who's winning in an actual, like, normal fight? I'd say Gaius over anybody. So, he's definitely, you know, gonna be the one that's doing the most damage in this war. The most important task may have fallen with your class, but the rest of us will still be joining the fight as well. We'll keep the Imperial Guardsmen out of your hair so you can focus on your battles. So you better not let us down. Naturally, we'll be able to fight with confidence knowing we got good people covering our backs, you included. Don't presume I'm doing this to help you. My main concern is that you save His Majesty, and Elise, of course. I can't stand the thought of her being in prison a moment longer. She's far too lovely for that. And to be your sister. Believe me, I want to rescue her. Still, while I appreciate the sentiment, you know who else she's far too lovely for? You. So don't even think of trying to cozy up to her. Oh my god, I love this. Do you have to be so menacing and overprotective every time I bring her up? I was trying to show my concern. Master Patrick has left no room for doubt that he will stand with his friends against the Noble Alliance. And this is with the full knowledge that his father is a member of said alliance. The young master is finally standing on his own 2 feet. Perhaps it's time for me to stop being so protective of him. That's the interesting thing, though, because you would think Celestin, as a butler for the Hjarm's family, would answer directly to Patrick's father. Because I'm sure Patrick's father is the one who hired him on to watch over Patrick. But I guess after a certain point, kind of like with Sharon, they're allowed to make their own decisions. Alright, second floor. Looks like Elliot's the only one down here besides any other students that might be. Hello, Stefan. Set yourself up in the commuter room, I see. Yeah, it makes sense for you. I thought so too. That's why I specifically asked for this spot. I'm using the program I wrote at the Institute to make a database of every battle you fought so far. They say to play to your strengths, right? I figure this is the best way my program could be useful to you. A battle database does sound really helpful, actually. The monsters around here are more deadly than ever, so the more info we have at our fingertips, the better. That's the idea. I'll take care of it myself, too. Well, actually, I might need your help with one thing, getting the information to put into the first place. But if you stop by and show me your monster guide every once in a while, I'll transfer the data to the database. No skin off my nose, I'll be sure to check in. Given how much work you put into the setup, the least I can do is pass my info along from time to time. Might as well. Oh, have you got some new data for me? Mind if I take a look? The combat database is really coming along now. Thanks, Ryan. I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Here, let me do something for your efforts. Oh, thanks. If you fight any new monsters, let me know. I want to hear all about them. Sure. Oh, wow. Hi, Makarov. Gotta admit, I didn't expect anyone ask me to help out with your Divine Knight's fancy new sword. Still, glad we got it all sorted out. And just in time, too. Thanks, Instructor Makarov. I never would have guessed that you were one of Professor Schmidt's disciples, or even a student from the Institute. That was on purpose. I try to keep my mouth shut about all this stuff. Schmidt used to have me help out on weapons research, which, as you can imagine, I got sick of real quick. That's why I decided to get the hell out of there and move to another school over in Heimdallar. Even then, the whole Schmidt's disciple thing ended up getting me involved in all sorts of nonsense I didn't care about. Got sick and tired of that too, so I bailed and ended up at Thor's. Wow, sounds like you've had a dramatic education, to say the least. Welcome to adulthood. Fidelio? Kind of an odd question, but you wouldn't happen to need any of our photo developing solution, would you? I bought more than I needed before I boarded, so if you need some, by all means, let me know. For what? Oh, it's for healing. Okay. Alright, I've got a bunch of stuff here that Fidelio wanted me to buy. I don't need any of it now, though, so I think it'd be great if you took it off my hands. It's just a shame I didn't have any chance to buy anything in line with my interests. War really is hell. Oh, she has all the versions of the Imperial Chronicle. Oh, well, let's buy the latest one at least. I may as well get this one too. Let's just take a quick glance at it. I'm not gonna look at this one because it's literally just, you know, everything with the Noble Alliance when we defeated them at Berryhard. Okay, outskirts of the capital. Yeah, we know Le Guin and Bardius are in the capital. I just wonder if it's going to say anything about Crossbell. Duke Albert arrested, of course. More trouble in Crossbell. Reports have begun to pour in about another helping of trouble for the beleaguered Crossbell. The accounts are vague and fragmentary, but also just a blue light has appeared on the eastern side of the country with it. Oh, okay, so this is still when the tree was up. Okay. Cool. Oh, wow, she got set up in here. Not even my crystal ball can tell me what's to come. You could say that my predictions have been clouded in a sense. And yet here you are with heart and convictions as clear as day. The entire nation cowers and yet you stay fearless. If you can keep worry from clouding your actions, I'm sure you'll be the key to our future. Curious about your compatibility with your companions, are you? What would be the point in that? You already share such a strong bond with one of your companions that no one could possibly come between the two of you. Give my regards to Laura, would you? Oh boy. Don't tell me someone told her what happened that night at the academy. Oh, forget it, it's Beryl. Sometimes it seems like she knows everything. Yep. Alright, who's hanging out in here? Monk with his radio as usual. Hi, Monica. I'm helping out in the kitchen today to make sure everything runs smoothly for today's operation. I never thought all my time making those packed lunches with Laura would end up helping with the war effort. If you're hungry, help yourself. You wouldn't want the hunger pangs distracting you in the middle of an operation this big. Monk? Oh, hey, Reen, been meaning to ask. You been listening to the radio much lately? Not since the bedtime was on the air, to be honest. I'm guessing most of the broadcasts are news about the war at this point. Not most, every last one. Well, okay, there's one minor exception. Radio Trista is doing something neat. Something neat? I see that got your attention. In a nutshell, they're running contests. What kind of contests are we talking here? You know how magazines sometimes run contests where you have to send in your answer to some question on a postcard? The ones where if you get the answer right, the winners are chosen at random and prizes are sent in the mail? Sure, I've seen those before. So they're basically doing that same, but via the radio? Well, yeah, they're Radio Trista for a reason. It's the same general principle. You tune into the show, send a postcard, and pray like crazy they pick it. Huh, could be fun. I'll have to give it a shot when I get a chance, whenever that'll be. True, I can't imagine you've got the time to worry about this kind of stuff. But that's exactly why I'm bringing it up. I'd like to offer you my services. I'll apply to these contests for you for a fee. Really? Would you mind? Not one bit, least I can do, really. And by the way, there are 2 types of contests you can apply for, each with their own fabulous prizes. If either one strikes your fancy, I'm your man. Let me know and I'll apply. Will do. Thanks for doing this. Okay. Different prizes. Alright. Nicholas? At this rate, it's looking like the last day of the year might be the longest. You should get a good square meal in while you can. You're going to want to face the day in peak condition. I feel like a party will be in order once this is all over and we're back at the academy. We can hope. Sounds like today's operation is going to be a real doozy. I don't think I've got a lot to contribute, but if I figure out something I can do, I'll be sure to do it. I don't want this war causing any more damage to this country's fish or its fishing spots. Or people, right? Elliot? Giving your violence some maintenance, Elliot? Yeah, it always helps calm me down a bit. That's exactly what I need with how nerve-wracking the thought of going out to rescue His Majesty is. But that's the task we've been given, so we need to try. For him, Elise, and Maki is his dad. I'll say, but I'm sure we'll be just fine. This is the best way for us to help your dad protect the nation, too. I suppose you're right. There's a ton of people counting on us. There's no way we're going to let them down. Yeah, and even the bigger thing, like, this goes in with, you know, what Elliot's father said. Like, hey, after this war is over, if you figured out what you want to do, and it's still with music, you have my full support. So, we're going to have to see how things pan out with Elliot and his father. Isn't it wonderful how all the students are coming together to achieve something so momentous today? I get tingles all over just thinking about it. It's hard to tell. From where I'm standing, he looks just as carefree as ever. Well, for better or for worse, it looks like this round is for all the marbles. I wish you all the best of luck. Go with the goddess's blessing. And remember, come back with no regrets. Thanks, instructor. Thomas being as carefree as always. Oh, Reen, you couldn't have come at a better time. What's up? Something I can help you with? I'm glad you asked. While you're cooking, do you ever find yourself producing dishes that might be deemed peculiar by some palates? If you do, don't just toss them out. I want them. The more the merrier. Or the more the better. Do I want to know why you want them? Why else? They're part of my training to become the ultimate bride. One day I'll need to cook my husband meals that are chock full of love, and it's never too early to start practicing. In order to properly fill my cooking with love, I want to sample food that dares to be different. Sensible, no? If you say so. But this isn't solely for my future husband's benefit. it will teach me to make a wider variety of meals when I'm helping out in the Courageous' kitchen, too. What do you say, please? You can do this for Whittle me, can't you? If I agree to help, do you promise to never talk like that ever again? I can't imagine this will be worth our time, but I'm not the kind of guy who turns down a chance to help someone. If I run into any peculiar dishes, I'll bring them straight to you. Thank you kindly. Uh-huh. I've set up the infirmary and will be taking care of students who get injured today. While I pray my services won't be needed, if anyone does get hurt, I have everything I need to treat them right away. As inexperienced as I am, I feel as though this is the best way I can contribute, and perhaps the reason I'm here at all. I don't want us to be missing a single student when we return to the academy, so I'll do everything I can to prevent that. Well, that's pretty nice. Hello, Ferris. I was talking to Alisa last night, and we decided that if we both return from this operation safely, we're going to hold a big party at the academy. Every student is to be invited, of course, regardless of class. The faculty, too. That sounds like it'd be one heck of a party. But saying if makes it sound like you're not planning on returning from this operation safely. I suppose you're right. Then let me rephrase. When we inevitably return safely after this operation, we're inevitably throwing a massive party. They say that success stems from the mind, after all. Haha, perfect. She's gotten tougher since I first met her. I'm sure spending time with Alisa is to thank for that. There are a lot of preparations that need to be made for a party like that to happen. Food, for instance, could be an issue, even if Sarifa and Celestin were to work together. They only know so many recipes. If only there was a book of them that I could somehow get my hands on. Okay, let's maybe scale it back a little. You don't necessarily have to think of the specifics until after the operation. Oh yes, I suppose you're right. Right now I should focus my mind and energy on the task at hand. We will make this operation a resounding success. Naturally. But it might not hurt to keep Infectious looking for a ton of recipes in the back of my mind. If I could gather up a bunch of good ones for her, I'm sure that'd help her keep her mind on the operation proper. Listening to him, you'd never imagine we're about to embark on a life-threatening operation. Still, as embellic as he can be, he is the next head of our family. We'll have to keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do anything too foolish and lose his. As much as I'd prefer fighting on the front lines with you and your classmates. We'll take good care of Alisa for you. Be sure to stay safe during your part of the operation, too. I don't need your concern. Okay. We no longer have anything to fear. My graceful spearmanship shall cleave even the winds in my way to ribbons, and cut a path to safety for the hostages. Onward, my dearest sister, onward, my capable servant. Together we shall show the world what the illustrious Floral family is truly capable of. With pleasure, Master Vincent. Of course, the moment he does anything respectable, he goes and bobbles his heroic speech. Sigh. I originally learned how to fight with a pistol in order to act as a bodyguard for Master Vincent and Lady Ferris. The training was grueling, but the alternative was having to share the task of serving them with another. Oh, she doesn't want to share. Which I could simply not abide. That's some devotion. But of course, can you think of anyone more worthy of devotion than Master Vincent and Lady Ferris? I, for one, cannot. As long as I draw breath, I will do everything possible to keep them safe. With those dual pistols of yours, I believe you can do it. Alright, last to hold. I imagine Vita's gonna be waiting for us at Heimdallar too. She guided Crow and his Azure Knight this far. I can't imagine she'd stop now. But there's no way I'll let her beat us. Don't worry, there's no chance. We all believe in you, Emma. I know you won't let us down. I'll try not to, so will Celine, I'm sure. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've got, I guess. Yeah, thanks, Celine. Lambert. Preparations for the operations are proceeding stupendously. Look, even Whitcomb's steeled himself for the upcoming battle. Watch him be amazed as we dash across the battlefield and gallantly rescue His Majesty the Emperor. Paula? Lambert really is a horse expert. They're all in tip-top condition and ready for battle now. We're going to use them to confuse the enemy and take a bit of pressure off of you. Better make this thing a success. That goes for Eustace, too. Yeah, I just hope none of the horses get hurt. Valamar's new finished blade. Hey, Valamar. The Arnar family are descendants of my former Awakener. It is only right that I should fight to rescue them. I suppose you're right. I'm sure Crow and his Azure Knight will show up at some point, too. So I'll be counting on you, partner. Acknowledge, Reen. Together we shall overcome all that stand in our way. Very interesting that up to this point, all the times we've seen Crow and Ordine, we've never heard Ordine talk. The way that Valamar does. I never cared about this war or how it would end. But now I realize if it drags on, I have nowhere I can just sit and focus on my art. So you need to succeed. I don't want to live in a world where I can't return to my atelier. Oh god. As always, let me know if your knight needs any upgrades. Yeah, thanks for your concern. And last but not least, George. As long as he got that Zemurian Tachi, he should be able to take Crow on night to night. He's not going to hold back against you, so you got to pay him back in kind if you plan on standing a chance. Anything less, and not only will you not bring him home, but you might not come home at all. There is one more thing I wanted to do before we actually head on out. There's a place we haven't been in a while that I wanted to check up on. So in Ymir, early in this game, we were doing some snowboarding. And I'm very curious if there have been any new stages added. Oh, here's those two. Okay. A4, B2, B3, B4. Alright, we're going to do these 4 courses, and then we're going to end the video. And then next time we'll head to Heimdallar. Oh boy. Target 24, so you have to do it perfectly. God. This is nerve-wracking. Come on. That's fine. It's more important to make sure I get all the flags. Oh, no. Okay. Final flag. Oh, hey, we finished exactly on time. Literally, exactly. Wow, I'm impressed, Reen. I wasn't expecting you to be able to handle a course that difficult. Well, here's your prize. Thank you. Let's see what these B courses are like. Oh yeah, we have different boards now. Let's use the Estrella board. Oh, it has my times from the first game, huh? Let's see if I can do better. Here we go. If you go down the wrong way, that's gotta suck. You missed so many flags. I don't know how you would go down the wrong way, though. It leads the correct way. I feel like I'm playing that one level in Sonic Adventure where you do the snowboarding. What is it, ice caps or something? Oh no! That's what I get for speeding up. Target 15, that's fine. New record, 55 seconds. Oh, that's probably one we already did in this game, actually, then if it has a score. Oh, so it just takes you down the other side. Ow. I gotta be careful with the boosting. Oh no! Darn it. I didn't push hard enough to the left. Alright, that's fine. We still got all of them that we needed to. Green emblem. Kind of fun to do mini games like this every once in a while. Of course, there's tons we didn't do throughout the game, but... come on, okay. Oh well. So it's the same course, it's just the flags are placed differently. That's fine. I need all 22. No! And I turned as hard as I could. Like, I couldn't have turned any harder if I tried. But I didn't get all the flags. Probably I didn't have enough speed. Sure. I don't know how lowering difficulty works. Maybe they just get rid of some planks of wood. Oh, lower difficulty just makes it you don't need as many flags. Got it. It's gonna be funny if I still get all 22. Yeah, because I don't think it makes the race any easier. And I screwed up already. Well, if I only miss this flag and that other flag I missed before, it'll be fine. See, how do you... There's no, like, easy way to turn. Like, you just go left and right. I wish there was, like, a better way to do, like, sharper turns. I can't... What is this? To brake? I guess that helps you turn a little better. I missed 3. How'd I do worse than the first time by lowering the difficulty? Absolute nonsense. No, we're not lowering the difficulty for that. I got lazy. There's no reason I should have missed that many. Okay, I don't know why I keep missing. I got that one on the first try, didn't I? I don't think I ever missed that one, so I don't know why I keep missing it now. If I have to redo this again, I'm probably just gonna have to, like, remember that it's there and start turning before I go down that hill. Okay, there we go. I got it that time. Alright, much better. Alright, enchantment. Oh, new board, the Eastern board. Alright, one stage left. Let me see that Eastern board. Okay, looks cool. I'd really just like this one with Lee's and Alphen on it. I know this is kind of dragging the video on. Realistically, if you want to just skip to the next video, because I'm not doing any more story stuff this time. I'm sure a lot of people probably will, instead of watching me snowboard. Okay, I got it. This feels like the same one. So what's different about this? Same number of flags. Yeah, it feels exactly the same. At least I got them all that time. That was perfect. Wait, that was the same one. I guess I just didn't get a new record then. Well, at least we did it perfectly that time. Alright, time for the hardest one. Alright, let's see what we got flag-wise. I need all 25. Damn it. May as well retry instead of going through the whole thing. Although it might help to go through the whole thing just once to see where all the flags are. Okay, good. So we got that down. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Alright. Alright, cool. Only one retry, got all of them. Oh, I didn't get the time, though. How did I fail the time? I failed it by a 1/12 of a second? Are you kidding me? Alright, let's try one more time. You really need to not hit anything to get that done in time. Okay, I cannot hit any of these planks. No! Nope. See, I'm like trying to shortcut things. Which I kind of have to do. I don't really have a choice. Nope. I know I'm trying to shortcut things, but really is no other choice. Also, getting the jumps helps too. Come on, come on. Yeah, we got it. Okay. I want to save that. Okay, good. Whew! This is incredible. I can't think of a word more fitting for how well you did there. Well, here's your prize. Frankly, I'm beyond words at this point. You successfully cleared every single course I've made. You're one of the pros now, Reen. Haha, you think so? I had a lot of fun trying them all. Glad to hear it. I'll leave the way to the slope open for you anytime. You might have cleared every course, but it can't hurt to help improve your times. Thank you. I'll be sure to come back when I get the chance. Well, we cleared every single one. Alright, so let's head back to the Courageous. And next time, we're going to talk to Toa and get this operation underway. I don't know if the class is going to be split again, like if we're going to have to have multiple groups or whatnot, but I guess we'll find out. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.